In almost 20 years of YouTube's existence, Fred was one of the first YouTubers I remember seeing, before even the term YouTuber made sense. Although he will be one of the first major creators, he will also be one of the first examples of how internet fame can be very fleeting and how one can fall after being at the top. The story of Fred Figglehorn is intrinsically linked to his creator, Lucas Cruikshank. Raised in Nebraska alongside 7 brothers and his older sister, Lucas was introduced to the world of video creation by his cousins, John and Katie. Together, they founded the YouTube channel JKL Productions, where Lucas took on the role of L. As part of JKL, Lucas created several characters, one of which was Fred. Fred will be a fictional 6-year-old boy facing challenges at home and anger management issues, whose emblematic characteristic would be having a fast-paced, high-pitched voice. Fred's popularity grew rapidly, and in a decision that will change his life forever, Lucas created a YouTube channel completely dedicated to his character Fred in 2005. 3 years later, in 2008, Lucas Cruikshank would release Fred's first video, titled Fred on Halloween. This video showed the already known child with a high-pitched voice wearing a Halloween costume. In the following videos, Fred addressed everyday life problems that viewers could relate to. Although not particularly sophisticated, his characteristic style was novel for those early years of YouTube, perhaps also creating the first wave of haters. Yes, the squeaky voice and, for many, absurd themes would lead to criticism from many people towards the character, not understanding how a teenager could accumulate such a large number of views with such strange videos. Many even attributed his success to the number of haters who, almost at the same level as the fans, faithfully watched each video posted on the channel. Thanks to all of this, Fred managed to become the channel with the most subscribers from October 6, 2008 until August 20, 2009, the year he reached 1 million subscribers, becoming the first YouTube channel to achieve this milestone. His meteoric growth even attracted the attention of mainstream media, being interviewed on CNN, demonstrating the power and influence that YouTubers could have on popular culture. After this, Fred will explore other media such as television, where he appeared on the popular Nickelodeon show Hi Carly. Taking advantage of his fame, Fred carried out his first movie, Fred the Movie, in December 2009, which aired on Nickelodeon in September 2010. The movie was so poorly received by critics that it received a 0% rating on the popular review website Rotten Tomatoes. But despite such a disaster, Nickelodeon created a franchise around the character of Fred, leading to sequels like Fred 2 in October 2011 and the series Fred the Show in 2012. Although the sequel performed slightly better than the original, it still received multiple negative reviews. Surprisingly, he participated in a third movie called Fred 3 Camp Fred in 2012, which, as you can imagine, also did not succeed, and almost united the entire internet to bury the character, which by 2012, with new YouTubers, was considered an internet abomination. But it wasn't just the bad reviews that would affect the character of Fred. As Lucas, his creator, grew, his relationship with the character of Fred began to change. In 2014, he announced his intention to end Fred, symbolizing his desire to distance himself from the character that had made him an internet sensation. Despite this announcement, Lucas continued for a few months with his efforts to keep his channel active, but the originality that had once characterized Fred faded away. Eventually, Lucas sold his channel to a South Korean company, which attempted to recreate the previous success with a new Asian Fred. If you check the original channel named Fred today, you will also realize that this idea failed, and the channel is inactive. Lucas then decided not to return to portraying his iconic character, and instead returned to a personal channel simply called Lucas, where he would upload vlogs, reactions, or other videos unrelated to Fred. Personally, I never liked his channel. I think I could tolerate his voice in the early videos, but after 3 or 4 videos, it became somewhat annoying. However, I have to recognize that Fred was a fundamental pillar in the history of YouTube, and an example for many other creators. Moreover, it became proof of how from its beginnings, the internet was an unpredictable platform that could make a child with an annoying voice the most famous in the world.